So we're back to the business. Day 2, I guess. So yeah, these are less player stuff, but it's business stuff related to video games, and some of it's, I guess, big. Mainly because EA on Friday revealed its sales results for the Q1 for the financial year, so April through to June. And they were going to be talking about sales numbers, and of course they didn't. Basically, and Mass Effect Andromeda may have killed off the Mass Effect franchise. Because it got 3 mentions. The EA exec, Blake Jorgensen, talked about Andromeda in the context of year-on-year growth, alongside healthy sales of FIFA. Andromeda was also a significant contributor to digital sales, and then regarding, they mentioned Andromeda with regards to full game PC and console downloads as being higher, so people getting more people getting digital than before compared to physical. So there's a rise in people getting the game digitally rather than physical. Perhaps physical might have gone up as well, but they didn't mention it. But that was it. So all the teased expansion content and whatever that probably could be coming to Andromeda, not even mentioned. It looks as if it's like, wow, it died that badly. But it's worth mentioning that Battlefield got mentioned 20 times, and Madden and FIFA got mentioned 36 and 41 times respectively. And even Cadence got mentioned more times than Mass Effect Andromeda did. So, yeah. I think Mass Effect is either on hiatus or dead, which is a shame. Because, it's a great franchise that I think just had the problem of following up. Andromeda had the issue of following up from 1, 2, and 3. Despite 3's ending, it sort of received actually, people were probably overcritical, but then the ending that we did get out from it apparently it's widely seen as basically being overall the better thing. I haven't played it yet. I got a code cheap, I guess, off Amazon for the entire trilogy, so even though I've already got, I think, 1 and 2 on Steam, because they're actually up there. Mass Effect 3 on the other one only. Good job. Not good job. So yeah, that's a bit of a shame. Also a bit of a shame, at least for Europe, PlayStation Plus's prices are going up as of the end of August. So annual prices are going up 25% from £40 to £50. That isn't... Yeah, that's 25%. Yeah, 25 or 40, yeah. Quarterly's going up from 15 per 3 months to 20 for 3 months. And the monthly price is going up as well by £1 a month to $6.99 a month. So thank God, my account. It was interesting. I basically had, as I double check here, I had PlayStation Plus for a year anyway, because I picked it up when I bought my PS4. I'm trying to find out where I can find out the actual how long my PlayStation Plus is going on for. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that. Dashboard. I'm literally just looking for stuff. How do I check my PS Plus subscription status? Thanks, PlayStation. Tell me. I'd like to know, please, because I want to see how long I've got it for. Because I took the advantage. I know that they had like a 12-month Prime Day thing. Oh, you have to look on your console. I think. Unless it's in here somewhere. Media and devices? No. That's notifications. That's password, which I don't want. That's all my free stuff. I think I've got it for at least a year. That's all I know. That's useful. Actually, is it on my generic PlayStation stuff rather than my account management? I went to the wrong place. They had 12 months cheap through Amazon Prime Day, and I think they had like an offer around Black Friday time when you could get 15 months for the price of 12. So I think I have like 2 years in reserve, which is fluky as shit. I think. I didn't even know that this was coming, but I'm sort of pleased that I now know, I guess. I don't want to redeem codes. Purchase history? Yeah, that's all the themes. I don't want that. Jeez. Now I've got to go through this. At this rate, I might just... can I search it? Do I have to search it on here? That's the wrong place. Shit. Transaction history. Can I search it? I don't know when Amazon Prime Day was. What is it? Oh, that'd be purchases, so it probably wouldn't count anyway. Because it was adding a code or whatever. Either way, I'm pretty sure I've at least got 2 years worth of stuff. That's brilliant though, how you can't look unless you're on the console. That's handy. Anyway, I'll probably check on that after we finish the video. So yeah, a warning, at least if you're in Europe, you know, it's not actually just the UK, it's actually going up in euros as well, for those affected. Apparently the quote is that they're changing it to reflect various market conditions, while enabling to continue providing exceptional value to our members. So the fact that it's across all of Europe, I don't know whether it's because the European economy's in the shit. Which I guess is, you know, if they're saying that the European market is closer to the US market, if you look at like currency exchange rates right now, it's way different to what it was, so I guess it's probably fair that it's happening. So then we get into some interesting stuff. So Tencent, the giant company that already has stakes in Riot and Supercell and Epic. So yeah, the guys that make the Unreal Engine, the guys that make Clash of Clans, and the guys that make League of Legends have now, for the cost of £17.7 million, bought 9% of Frontier Developments. The guys that make Planet Coaster, but more importantly, probably to the Chinese market, Elite Dangerous. And Frontier's already got stuff working on it, but the fact that Tencent now, I don't know whether this is Tencent trying to take over all of gaming. Are they going to buy a stake in Nintendo soon? Because it looks like it could get to a point where they might. That'd be crazy. And then in another interesting business deal, which apparently has pissed off a lot of people, at least in terms of the it's brilliant. Like, somebody's saying, why is it called esports? If you want to play video games, but there shouldn't be any pretense that you're taking part in sport. As somebody responded, it's electronic sports like electronic mail. You don't give a criticism to email. So, that's pretty good defence. But yeah, BBC Three is going to be showing esports. Actually, it's already started, I think, because if I go over to my iPlayer stuff, yeah, it's got its own section, esports. So they've had live coverage, I think. No, that isn't live coverage. Also, all this stuff is from a few weeks back, from what I can tell. Because the stuff that's being live streamed on Twitch now, sort of as I speak, is week 4, and the stuff that's just gone up on the iPlayer is week 1. So whether they're showing it live eventually, I don't know. But it looks as it stands, they're saying live coverage. Okay, now I need to actually check this thing to see what it is. To see whether it actually is live. Because I know how this week's program started. So, because I was watching it on the tablet, because I was just intrigued. So if it doesn't start in the same fashion, then I know. No, it actually is it. So they're labelling it. That's brilliant. Why are they labelling it as week 1 when it's week 4 of the competition? So, yeah, we now have it confirmed. The esports stuff they are showing is live. It seems to be Fridays is Street Fighter, at least as it stands. Saturdays is Counter-Strike Go. And Sundays is Rocket League. But yeah, I think it's. I mean, it was getting probably more views on Twitch than it was live on the BBC. I would argue, because I think there's still probably a mental adjustment for people to go, wait, they're actually showing video game content on television, which is sort of very rarely done over here anymore compared to like the classic days, at least over here, of Games Master and all the other different shows that they've had over the years. Okay, Consulvania's back on Patreon and everything, and all that, but you know, they're showcasing off. They're showcasing off 3 pretty big games as well. Apparently a new arena that they've actually built. So I don't know whether that's a studio or not. I know it isn't at the cinema where they were doing all the Gfinity stuff before. They've actually got a proper thing. Might be up in Manchester, because I know that Game was doing some sort of like arena thing where they were trying to make it into an event thing, so I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I you know, it's a shame to hear all the dissenting voices saying, "What are these sports doing on?" You know, because it's not even on television; it's just online, which is probably a problem in itself anyway. But then, if you take into account that not many people are watching stuff on television, at least it's another place that people can see it if they don't want to watch it on Twitch. Twitch, I think, was getting the most views. I'd have to, you know, I'll have to look next week if I can be bothered to follow this up in terms of what the viewership is on, you know, the BBC stuff, if I can get those stats, and what the viewership's like on Twitch in terms of viewers, because I'd say Twitch would be the most watched of the two, more than likely. But you never know. We'll have to see. All I do know is they finally started adding games for the convention that I'm going to in September. The problem is, all that's been added is Bandai Namco stuff of Project Cars 2 and Dragon Ball FighterZ. In previous years, the announcements have actually come sometimes soon after E3. We're only 7 or 8 weeks away from it this time, and they're only just starting it, and I don't know whether Project Cars 2 will have enough of a following. Dragon Ball FighterZ, or Dragon Ball Fighters, I think it's how it's pronounced. Except, you know, it's an S and a Z because it's trendy. You know, I'll do a full preview of that, obviously, when we get closer to the time, but, yeah, it's been a business-related week. I'd like there to be other stuff, but it seems that money makes the world go around. There was a song about that, wasn't there? I would burst into song, but... Oh yeah, it was from Cabaret. Yeah, go watch Cabaret. It's a weird recommendation for a video game video on YouTube, but whatever. What was it? Welcome and bienvenue welcome. What's the opposite? Bye?